I'm insane and it's not discreet. I'm enraged because y'all ain't see it. I'm spraying on every street, entertaining, no whack opinion. Who's saying we not elite? I'm over Balenciagas, I'm changing into my cleats. It's go time, it's showtime. I ain't calming down until this place is a ghost town. Tired of the faking, we bringing back Motown. No staring this go round. I'm taking no prisoners, so prepare for a showdown.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Miami Dolphins. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. This taken in at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Inside the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. KaVontae Turpin now to return. And he returns this to the 22. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. Here's Pollard again. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running right, it's Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. A give to Pollard running left. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good running on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
And this returnable for Hill.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 21-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 21.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Hey.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Toward the sideline, intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, they matched their opponent's pick 6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And, Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes a little tread left on the tires.
It's a big play there for Miami. 45 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A handoff running left is Mostert. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Tua going to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. Tua sets up to pass it. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down. Play action now, Prescott. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The pickup there, 5 yards. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down, Prescott. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring out the third down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there. You might have a smaller back.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now Prescott. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Prescott. Under pressure, they got him again. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him at sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Two are going to try and go quickly here.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
How about this? Jalen Waddle.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle.
81 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off the play fake, Prescott. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott off play action.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On play action, Prescott.
Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. Prescott now from the 50.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
First down, Prescott. Throwing left sideline complete. That's Lamb. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Pollard is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Cooks as the first half is winding down.
And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. And going deep for Hill.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a give to Mostert running right. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. And quickly they get to the line.
A 2-yard pickup. Makes it 3rd and 8.
Off of play action. Tagovailoa. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Got a man. It's Waddle complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down. And that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run right side with Mostert. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
4 yards on the pickup.
Let's go.
2nd and 6.
21G, 21G. Yeah.
On 2nd down, Tua. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
In motion, Hill.
Watch it, Oscar. Hey, come up, 2.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Miami. yards.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now Tua. And this is going to be intercepted. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Deshaun Elliott. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
3-yard line.
Turbo 1 high. Turbo 1 high.
One more time with Mostert. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Raheem Mostert, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. For this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Bingo 47.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 8.
Prescott from the gun. He gets it to Cooks. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Go ahead.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Hill going to go in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away.
20, TX. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Tua going to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They're right here.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Number 2.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
Dancing to his left. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. Prescott now. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
Prescott on 1st down.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. play fake. Here's Prescott. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Here we go, 1st and goal.
Throwing, Prescott.
That's dumped off to Pollard.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Here's a 46.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Kill. Here's a 46. 26.
Here's Prescott.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then at the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Now it's A-Chain headed right.
And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Trying to take this home, they'll run.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores, so, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Dak.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Complete.
Pollard. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Here's first down. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill. When your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon, there's an incompletion right there.
Now Dak. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Prescott. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments. And anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. That's complete to Lamb. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was,